Hey folks, Lance Bryant here. I hope all are doing well, healthy, and adjusting to whatever this is. Like everybody else, I can't believe the crazy times we're living in. What's going on? One thing that stands out to me is the conspiracy theorists. They've always been around, but now? Oh hey, Uncle Froedwick. Hey, right on. What's happening, baby? I was just talking about the conspiracy theorists. Indeed, my brother. Some people are saying that COVID-19 doesn't really exist and that it's all a plot by the powerful deep state elite who apparently went around the entire world and got every news agency, every doctor, every healthcare worker, morgue, undertaker to all agree to tell people that hundreds of thousands of people are dying of this disease and nobody actually died. All right. And what, pray tell, would be the reason for all this excellent coordination and dedication to such audacious mendacity? Well, I think two things they're afraid of. They're afraid this powerful deep state is going to take away their freedoms, break their spirits, making it easier for them to be led to the slaughter, be cooked and turned into Soylent Green crackers or something. And the second reason? Well, to make the president look bad. But they really didn't have to go through so much trouble. Well, I don't know about all those theories, my brother, but I do know that us got to stay perspicacious up in this piece. Got to stay woke, my brother. Right on. See, I believe the virus was originally intended to be given to jazz musicians only. They gave it to cats in China first, but it spread by mistake. Spread like wildfire. Got away from them. I tell you, the level of treachery is tremendous. Seriously? Hey, of all people, why would they want to infect jazz musicians? Too much syncopation in the world. All this jazz education in the schools. They think too many kids' frontal lobes have been compromised by syncopation. And that's why they acting so crazy.
All we've done is move the accent. The moment we move the accent from the 1 or 3, it becomes a syncopated beat. Syncopation, by all occult experts around the world agree, syncopation is the source of occult power in pagan worship services.
Really?
What it actually does, just like it does to ancient voodoo worshipers and modern day voodoo worshipers in their religious services, is it short circuits the frontal moral lobe.
They've always been afraid of our music, baby. Back in the day, the media, the local government, the clergy, prominent voices in society all tried to scare good white people from going out to hear jazz music. When that didn't work, they eventually went after the musicians. They put their knee on the neck of the jazz community by strictly enforcing the draconian cabaret card law. Oh my lord, not the draconian cabaret. Just cabaret card law, son. If a jazz musician wanted to perform and work in New York City, the most important place for jazz music at the time, he or she had to go to the police station and get permission. Come on, bro. Hey, if I'm lying, I'm dying. If cats wanted to work in New York City, they had to go to the police station, get their fingerprints taken, have a background check, and get approved. Imagine that. The right for a musician to work is in the hands of the police. They confiscated Charlie Parker's card, denying him the right to work in New York at the height of his career. Black genius like that getting so much attention, too much for him. Am I right or wrong? What is one of the most fundamental ways of achieving the American dream and build wealth over generations, even for black people? Play sports and get famous? Don't mess with me, brother. It's real estate, home ownership, and our efforts to achieve the American dream was systematically thwarted by the powers that be. In 1934, the government began a system to make it easier for Americans to buy a house by insuring private mortgages, etc. But the Federal Housing Authority made an official policy of not insuring mortgages for black people. And furthermore, they drew up color-coded maps to show where black people live so that they would know where not to insure. This redlining, started by this federal agency, ended up being standard practice for the whole mortgage industry. No way. No way they would officially do that. That's terrible. Hey, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Now check out this fine bit of skullduggery. They had black people who had good money, who had good jobs, just wanted the American dream, buying houses from real estate hustlers who sold them houses by way of contract, not mortgage. These hustlers kept the mortgages for themselves. And when and if somebody was late with payment, these real estate hustlers would kick them out of the house and get another family into the property. I can't believe that. Talk about conspiracies. Hey, this ain't what we heard, this is what we know. Oh, speaking of experimenting on people, did you know that one Dr. Marion Sims, known as the father of modern gynecology, experimented on black women in labor without anesthesia, saying that black women don't feel pain? Oh, come on. Who would do such a thing? I just told you who. Ain't you listening? Man, you sound a little crazy right now. Officials would never allow doctors to experiment on people. My brother, repeat after me. Follow me now. Ski, gee. Tuskegee. Funny word. Early 1930s, United States Public Health Service syphilis study, luring unwitting black men under a duplicitous premise of studying bad blood, just so they can stand back and watch syphilis ravage their bodies, see what happens. And for their troubles, these brothers were given free meals and burial insurance. Oh, well then. This conspiracy was expertly hushed up and went on for decades. This ain't what we heard, this is what we know. Don't let's start talking about the Tulsa massacre. I can't, All right. And when black people finally did achieve the American dream, what'd they do? Oh, come on now. The police department deputizing the Ku Klux Klan? What the hell did Ku Klux mean anyway? Military airstrikes? You know, it's not so much the attacks of the random white racists so much as the official institutions that do these things. Am I right or wrong? Never underestimate man's capacity to inhumanity to man. And as far as conspiracy theorists, I believe the people who are the biggest conspiracy theorists are the people most capable of thinking up and carrying out these nefarious designs. Think about that, my brother. Toothpick, my brother? Please vote like your life depended on it.